go check a camera or two, since I got two of them down here. Somewhere on this trail. See if I can find them. I think this leads in just like the other one that comes in from the lower part. A lot of robins are just filling the woods. Oh yeah, here we are. We're on the right trail now. Right up here somewhere. I will walk right past it. Too many times I'll walk. There it is right there. There's the Bushnell. That's a really cheap little camera. I think it's about 40 bucks maybe, but I like that thin profile. It's watching this trail. The other camera's right up there. A lot of traffic on this trail. I probably should have got that out of the way. Yep. Lots of traffic on this trail. Alright, that one's reset. I'm looking at the trail. I need to point that a little different. At least look this way just a little more. There. Now it's looking right straight up this trail. Lots of oak trees in here that are dropping acorns. You can see there's a nice little buck rub, which appears to have been hit again. Looks a little more rubbed than it was before. And here's the other camera on this little old stump. Looking over this, this is the scrape tree right here. That's why I put it here in the first place. I had that Bushnell on that tree, but I wanted my better camera, so I got my Vu Peak. That is such a good camera. Almost as good as my dog. Yeah, almost as good as my dog. Oh, puppy dog. Cows through here a lot. It is a cattle trail, but it's also a game trail. All right, let's see what this one has on it. This one's a great camera. Sitting ready for another round. Let's go see what's on these cameras. What's passed by here. I'm sure it's been everything. Coyotes, maybe a bobcat again. They're all here. Go back up through the woods. Follow the cow trail, it's easiest. I love spending time in the woods. Used to use a gun all the time. Now I don't ever. I just shoot them with my camera. Do a little trail work, don't I? Make it so I ain't gotta bend down so much. But that's alright, because that's good exercise. Moving through here. The rest of the trail is easy peasy. Go by the pond, throw a little fish food in the water, see if the fish respond. They didn't yesterday. They did the day before. Man, I caught 20 of those big old bluegills. I probably caught a dozen of them. Big giant bluegills, which is what you get if you feed them. About 5 years or so, they get big. I'm talking 1 pounders, if not maybe a little heavier. It's such fun. Takes about a bag a month, and bags or fish food is anywhere from $30 to $40 a bag, which I need to go get some today. I think I'll go over to the feed store there on Tabor, back toward town. I need to get dog food, various things. You know how it is. I've never found any sort of artifact on this ranch. I did find some petrified wood that looks weird. Looks like it might have been a mushroom or a bone. The joint of a bone. Big old thing. But I think it's actually a mushroom. Big giant mushroom. I think they used to take gravel off this hill. Lord knows there's enough of it. Get you a separator. You can have all the gravel you ever needed. Should have gone around that way. This trail is a little plugged up. Not too bad. Just enough exercise to keep me in decent shape, so I can do other things. I don't see no deer today except for the dead one. The legs anyway. I don't know what killed it, but I got the head hanging up in a bush out there. Keep it off the ground, let it age out. Disintegrate, you know, get cleaned up so it don't stink no more. Yeah, I ain't got to shoot any deer. Somebody else does it for me, or they just die. This is a very stressful time of year. That was a big buck too, and I don't know. I don't think I have him on camera, which is really weird. I've got almost every buck out here on camera at one time or another. I see a lot of them on a really, very regular basis. It's almost as though we have more bucks on this property than does. Probably ought to get out my rattling horns and see what I can rattle up. Leave the dogs at the house. Go down in someplace close to the river bottom and to the high ground. Somewhere out in the middle where I can see both areas clearly. Stay hidden. Interesting thing is when you rattle around here, the coyotes will come to it. I've had that happen several times when I was rattling. It's cool. Oh, look at that. Little teeny tiny mouse. What is that? Look at that little dude. I wonder what killed him. No. Little baby mouse. Guess he got caught out in the weather. Most things would eat him. They wouldn't leave that. Water must not be too cold. Puppy jumped right in there. Of course, that's the swimmingest dog I ever had. She does that all the time. Stays nice and clean that way. You'd think it'd be too dang cold. But not for that puppy. She's tough. She gets to stay inside too. Other one's an outside dog. Can't have them both in at the same time. Alright, let's throw some food out here and see if these fish respond. I kind of doubt it. Time to go get some more food. It's kind of what I expected. I threw about 3 handfuls out there. They might respond. Probably not. It's gotten so much colder the last 3 days. Like I said, I did real well 2 days ago. Came out here, I don't know what time it was, 4 o'clock I guess. Threw some handfuls out there, got a little response, but they were definitely down there. Just catching them on my pellet fly, which is basically a puff ball made of deer hair. Works like a champ. All big bluegill. I didn't catch anything else other than big bluegill. Man, it's fun. Alright, let's get back to the house. Puppy dogs. I know y'all will probably run off. The little one will come back in the house, but the 2 big ones will run off. They're not through running yet.